It's always a good day when a game's dedicated player base is eating good and getting the changes that they've been asking for. In this case, Modern Warfare 3 is bringing the big changes that Call of Duty fans have wanted since the release of last year's Modern Warfare 2. The problem is that these changes are being sold as a new full-price game instead of being shipped as an update for an already existing game. Now, I'm not trying to convince you on how or when to spend your money. If you feel swayed either way, that's great. I'm sure I'll have people in the comments letting me know why I'm wrong and whatnot, but I'm just calling it how I see it. This is a cash grab meant to prey on the nostalgia of the fan base, and to be completely honest, it seems to be working. Despite my personal feelings about the game itself, I will admit that the changes that Modern Warfare 3 is bringing are great for the fans. Better movement, players showing up on the minimap, and the return of fan-favorite perks and maps, just to name a few. These are the things that people have been asking for, and they're finally doing it. Nothing wrong with that. And I get it. I'm not going to hold it against you if you think that Modern Warfare 3 looks good and you're excited to play it. The problem is that Call of Duty releases a 2-minute trailer with Eminem rapping over it, and now everyone's losing their minds about how COD is back, bro. Like they just forgot that the game is still plagued with the same issues. It makes me think of this picture right here. Once the honeymoon period ends, in a couple of months the rhetoric will change back to how bad the new COD is and why the last one was even better. To be fair, this is a trend in other franchises too, but it just seems like it happens every year with Call of Duty once players realize that the new one has the same issues as the last one. SBMM is still in the game, so have fun trying to play a casual match. And what baffles me the most is that it's literally the same game. Sure, the sounds are a little different and the maps aren't the same, but you're paying $70 for what could have been an update to Modern Warfare 2. Most of your stuff is going to carry over. Your guns, attachments, camos, and bundles will all carry over, already solving a portion of the new game. Hell, even the UI is the same. Now, don't get me wrong, it's good that you get to keep your progress and the stuff that you paid for, as you don't have to grind them again, but this makes me want to ask even more. Why isn't this just an update? They could have added the maps and the new guns into Modern Warfare 2 and made it an expansion worth $30 to $40. But they didn't, because it's easier to say, hey, here's a brand new game, so now it's going to cost you full price. Alright, now, just humor me for a second, and imagine that CD Projekt Red announced Cyberpunk 2, but instead of a new game, it's actually just Cyberpunk 2077, but with the new 2.0 overhaul, which reworked a bunch of the fundamental systems in the game. Imagine the uproar of the gaming community if that happened. So it makes me wonder why this isn't the same for the Call of Duty community. Are people just used to the scumminess from Activision? Is that what's going on? Now, I will admit, I bought Modern Warfare 2 last year. It was actually the first Call of Duty that I purchased since Black Ops 3, and I enjoyed it for a few weeks until it felt like every match that I was playing was against people that were just trying to get signed to esports teams. But it's fine because I felt like I got my money's worth. I honestly enjoyed playing the game and grinding camos, but more so, I really liked playing the campaign. Now, call me a casual, call me whatever, but I think that the Modern Warfare 2 campaign was great, albeit a bit short. And I know that people don't just buy Call of Duty to play the campaign, but there are some people who do enjoy it, and I'm one of those people. I don't think that the campaign by itself justifies the price tag on Modern Warfare 3, so then we're left with Zombies, which just looks like a half-baked mode. I genuinely think that it looks like they took Warzone and just threw some fog and some AI on it and called it a day. It reminds me of DMZ. It just feels like it's going to be dead on arrival and abandoned after release. And before I get people in the comments saying, oh, but they got to make their money somehow, dude. Yeah, I understand that. These guys got to make their money on the production for these games, and I know that game development for AAA is way more expensive now than ever before, but charging full price for what could have been patch notes and a $30 expansion is just ridiculous. Even worse is that I could see this setting a precedent for changes in the industry. If people want to buy it, more power to them. It's their money and they can do whatever they want with it, but I don't think that we should be enabling these greedy-ass companies to do stuff like this. What's stopping Activision from doing this again in the future? Modern Warfare 3 releases, the fan base asks for changes, and instead, they hold them and sell them to you later as features, when in reality, it was just stuff that they should have included in the game for free and much sooner. And it's not just Call of Duty. Other companies will look at this and their takeaway will be, oh wow, they pretty much released the same game with changes the community wanted, and look how profitable it was. The same way that loot boxes took off after Overwatch showed the industry how profitable they were. And the same way that every other game after Fortnite has a battle pass and seasons. They'll look at Modern Warfare 3 and they'll try to find ways to charge full price for what should have been a free update. Now, I think that it's fine if a dev decides to put out a game that uses the same assets or the same engine, and this is doubly true for smaller companies as long as it's quality work and it genuinely seems like there was some thought put into it. But then you get these half-ass sequels, these new games like Modern Warfare 3, which are just glorified updates for an already existing game, and all of a sudden, it's fine because people are blinded by their nostalgia. Again, I just want to reiterate that my issue is the fact that they're looking you dead in the eyes saying, here's a brand new game, knowing damn well that this is not a premium title like they've been claiming. They recognize that their player base will buy anything with that Call of Duty logo on it, and they just don't care. I get that some people are content with playing the new COD every year, and that's great for them, but no one can sit here and tell me with a straight face that Modern Warfare 3 is worth $70. It is literally last year's game with the changes that should have been made last year when fans asked for it, with 14-year-old maps that are being used as a nostalgia bargaining chip to get you to fork over your hard-earned money. With that being said, guys, thanks for sticking through if you watched this far. I know I just ranted for like 5 minutes or something, but I felt like I needed to say it. I really don't understand how people are okay with Activision just charging them full price for basically an update again. It's just beyond me, but make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and leave a comment telling me why I'm wrong and why this is actually the Call of Duty of all time. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.